Hello and welcome to this Nuxt 3 Prisma tutorial. In the last video, we saw how we can now get the users from the front end that we added to our database. In this video, we're going to see how we can add users to our database from the front end. All right. So what we're going to do next, right? We already added this. We're going to add another function called add users or add user, and I can actually get rid of this console log. I'm gonna copy this and we're gonna just call this add users. Add user, and then start value. I'm going to create a single call it user. Single variable. We're going to put this user right here, and then we're going to do a fetch API users, but this is going to be method. It's going to be post like that, and then you're going to have a body which is going to have name, and that name is going to be user dot, just user actually. Name is going to be user, but before we send that, I'm going to say here, if we have the user, then we're going to do all this. And I do want to console log the user before we send any data to the back end. This is going to add a user. And then for some JS doc, I'm going to say param user, just the user, the user to add. How about that? Get that tab 9, huh? All right. We're going to need a form here to send data to the back end. And what we are going to do is get some help from Bootstrap. We're going to look for forms. I'm just going to, I guess, copy this. Want to be anything simpler? No. All right, I'm just going to get this and work with this. Copy that. Right under users, paste that form. Bring this in. All I need is just one, because we only have one input. I'm going to call this name for the label. We're going to just call this example input name. Not that that matters, but just I think it looks, it's just better, right? Better coding. Of course, you don't need to do this stuff, but it's gonna help. Okay, so input type is text. Type is text. I don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need these others as well. We have a button. But then what we're going to say here is we're going to say vModel user. What it's going to do, it's going to bind this input to this user so that whatever we type in here will automatically be bound to the user. As an example, let's just right underneath here, we're gonna see what the user will be. So what should happen here is whenever we type something in this input field, it should be reflected right underneath it. Right underneath it. Let's do that. Let's check this out. Here it is. See that? Oh, my little baby's crying. His mother is there with him, so it's cool. All right. I'm gonna change this to green because green is like add. Well, what do you think? Submit? Well, we'll leave it to blue. I'm gonna change this to add name. Change this to add name. All right. And then what we're gonna do here, we're gonna say click. Actually click dot prevent to prevent it from doing what it usually does. Like how do I explain this? Okay, click prevent, and then hold on. I don't know what does that. That's probably the correct way now with this new click dot prevent equals the function is add user. Add user like that. So after we type in the name here, when we click this add name button, it's going to take that user, send it to the function called add user. In the add user, we have a little, we're going to check if user has anything in it before we send it to the back end here. So first it's going to be no. So let's give that a shot. And when we send it, it's going to print out here. You refresh the browser. Let's add a name called I don't know. Yo man. No, we still have that. Okay. So add name. So that printed out. We didn't get any errors. So let's see what happens if we refresh. We get Yo man. See how easy Nuxt makes things. Man, it's so beautiful, right? It's great. All right. So we're adding data to the database, but this needs to be responsive, like real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like we shouldn't have to refresh the page to show the data. So we need to do some changes here. So what we're gonna say here is if user, and if this works out, let's add, let's say, I'm gonna say added user equals no. I'm gonna get rid of this console log, and we're going to say instead of returning this user, we're gonna just say added user equals this. And so if this works out, we know that added user will not be null. And then we're going to say if added user is not null, it's not falsy, we're gonna say users dot value. We're gonna go and grab the data again because await get users. Right? You see what's going on here, right? After we get the user, we have added them to the database. For us to be able to refresh the data that's in the browser, we need to go and get the users again, and this should automatically just refresh the data. So let's see how that will work. All right, so we added Yo-Yo Man. We're gonna now add Yo-Yo Lady. Add, see that? Beautiful, works out just fine. I need to get rid of this underneath here. All right, so we can add another Mr. Jeremy. That's me. there, Mr. Jeremy. All right. Hey, nice little video. I hope you liked it. If before you go, if you want to get yourself a Nuxt 3 Tailwind starter kit that looks like this, it comes with pages, a layout, composable, custom plugin, and the code looks like this here. Pages plugin has some TypeScript components. Then just click the link below this video and it's yours absolutely free. It's designed to help you get started building beautiful Nuxt 3 Tailwind applications. All right, hope you like this video. I'll see you soon.